Hello everybody and welcome to this holiday special in which I'm going to be asking, can you write proper music on an iPad? We'll be looking at CUBASIS 3, which is available for the iPad, for Android, for the iPhone, as well as for desktop and laptop computers. But is it just a toy, or is it something which you can actually do proper work on? As you can tell, this is about take 3 of this opening because my ice cream has been eaten and is significantly denuded on where it was before. I also appreciate that lots of you are not able to go on holiday this year, and the very idea of a holiday makes you go, but look at this as a virtual holiday, and if you like the CUBASIS and the iPad, take it into the back garden and, you know, you can sit there on your sun lounger and make some music nonetheless. I'm going to be finding out and trying to write a little bit of music, so stay with me. Right, with a decent cup of tea, let us get straight into it. Let's start up CUBASIS, which will tend to start up with it'll open a project. If you want to start a new project, if you look across the top of the screen, there are 3 quite important buttons: Media, Keys and Mixer, and that changes what you see. So let's go to Media. Then down right at the bottom of the page, there's a button which is New Project. So we'll hit that, go OK, and there it is. Now, to open up an instrument, there's Delete, Add, and Duplicate, which you can see over here on the left-hand side. So we'll hit Add. Let's go MIDI. This will now open up any of the sort of MIDI instruments. So if you hit the little piano to the left there, you get a whole load of choice. Like you get a whole load of different classic machines, Microlog, which is sort of analog synthesizer, mini sampler, Microsonic, which is where most of these are. Let's go for an acoustic piano. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with an acoustic piano. Right. Now we go back up to the top and hit Keys. Now what you get, as you can see, is an on-screen keyboard. Now, it isn't the easiest thing in the world to play Rachmaninoff or whatever on an on-screen keyboard, but it is completely doable. Let's turn the click on, put it into record and see what happens. Okay, not perfect, but it is doable, okay? Now, let's add a drum loop. So go back, hit Media again. Go up there. Well, where are the drum loops again? I always forget where these are. Oh, there we go, right, there we go, right. So, Media, and then right up the top, drum loops, and there's loads of these. And if you want them to auto-audition, there's a little button down here called Autoplay. Okay, whatever you say, mate. So it's not that kind of flum drums. Let's go with that just for the hell of it. Right. Right. So now we've got the piano sound part sounds a bit naff now, doesn't it? It doesn't sound quite what we were intending, so I'm going to get rid of it. So I select the piano part and I go erase. Let's go back to that. Now, what else have we? Okay, let's change out this piano sound and use something else. So hit the piano. Let's go for a like a bass, I think, or something. Warm pad, drive guitar, distorted guitar, steel guitar. I can't help. Celtic Oud. Have I missed something? Did the Turks invade Scotland, or did the Scots invade Turkey? So that you get. Okay, I've got to see what a Turkish Oud is. I mean, honestly. Okay, I'll go with that. Hang on, there's tonality in this. It's an E flat. This flum drums seems to have something going on in it, which is not just drums. Okay. Now, some of that was played better than others, so you can quantize it. It's selected up here. If you hit on the 16 and we'll go dun, dun, dun. Yeah, let's see what happens if I just quantize it as 16s. Okay, that'll do. To make it smaller, you can squeeze it up. You can just edge. Let's try and get those first 2 bars right, and then. There is an argument for changing out the drum sound now as well, because it sounds a bit weird. But you see the way this is going. You see that this is actually viable. That, you know, just without using an audio interface. What happens if I try? There must be some audio input on this machine. Without having. Okay, I'm going to go. Let me just. If I just do something stupid. I know that's that's stupid. Oh look, okay, it did record something, so obviously something's going on. Okay, let me add some little mouth percussion of my own. I have no idea where this microphone is. Yep, it's done it. Oh, now it is quite easy on this to do things you don't mean to do because you're just working on an iPad. So they have lots of layers of undo. So you do undo and it comes back again. Now, tell you what, before we go any further with this weird little piece, Celtic Oud, mouth percussion, and a strange drum loop. Let's. Oh no, there's fades. I can do a fade. I didn't know that. I just did that by mistake. Okay, right. Now, you can edit this stuff, and you can also, let's go to Mixer. Let's add some effects because there's awful lot of effects in here. So if you wanted to tap here to add effect, there we go. They've got, they've given me some stuff. There's a waves, there's some effects, but the basic internal effects are pretty comprehensive. Spin effect, flange. Okay, let's. Shall we add some weird phaser to my weird. That's not the worst thing. The Celtic Oud's a bit strange, to be honest. But look, okay, so look, you've got quite a lot of stuff going on here. So, is this answering the question? Can you use CUBASIS to make proper music? I mean, proper music when you're on the road or sitting on your sun lounge. Yeah, you can. It's, I think, about £48, which is the kind of money you'd pay for a DAW, not for a little app. So it needs to step up, and I think, to be honest, it does. If you're going to start plugging in sound cards and keyboards and everything else, in many respects, you may as well use a laptop if you've got one. But if you just want a notepad to knock out, little strange tracks involving drum loops and Celtic Oud and mouth percussion, as most people do, I mean, let's face it, why wouldn't you want to do that? Okay, I can think about 20 reasons why you wouldn't want to do that. But look, have I told you anything else about this? I'm sure there's thousands of other features which I haven't really gone through. But look, I mean, yeah, so you can do all kinds of bits and pieces. You've got some drum pads in there if you wanted to program your own drums. You've got automation in the mix and things like that. So yeah, and you can bounce it out and share it with your friends and say, hey, look, I've done a track involving a drum loop, Celtic Oud, and mouth percussion. It's the big new thing. How bizarre would it be if in a year's time somebody genuinely did that and actually made it sound better than this? So look, that's all I've got time for today in this slightly strange little holiday special. Is it a holiday special? I'm not so sure. Anyway, if you're heading off to somewhere sunny, or even if you're just relaxing in your garden, get into the holiday vibe and check out CUBASIS. Okay, see you very soon.